Love, light, greetings, gratitude, and blessings, soul family. My divinity to yours. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for your love, light, support, your appreciation, participation, your likes, shares, hearted comments, generosity, and importantly, our unite in light to shift and uplift the people and planet into higher consciousness, higher frequency, into ascension, as we imprint the templates of heaven and earth, a paradise. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 16/7/2024, 778/22 becomes a 4, but essentially a 22 as a double master vibration carries such an energy, an incredible amount of power. It propels us, catapults us into a higher leverage of consciousness, of vibration, of frequency, elevating us, our spirit, our body, our heart, our being, to remembering that we are cosmic energies. Every single particle, atom, is celestial sparkle. We are made from the stars, and all the little bits that come together to the breath of divine life, love, light, has given birth to who we are. This particular month in July is the birthday of Prince George, Catherine and William's eldest son, the future heir to the throne. I am reading on Catherine's spirit today as we call her in. Spirit divine, Mother, Father, supreme and sovereign, it is with a heavy heart that I feel at this time, but with a lot of love, that I invoke your energy, your essence and presence, to connect and protect, to grace and embrace myself, Ascension Portal, our channel, and Star Family, as we unite in light, in your divine might, meet and greet in your divine seat, and so it is. It is humbling to request the energy and presence of Catherine, Princess of Wales, in her spirit, and to come through you protectedly, righteously, connectedly. Thank you. Much earlier in the day, yesterday, after channeling the readings on Pippa and Charlotte, Catherine's energy had come to me as a vision, communing, and I felt that she wanted to speak. So here we are. I see her looking extremely weary, very aged on her face, not really wanting to say much though, but nonetheless she's here. I've just seen 444. While shuffling this deck, the death card had jumped out. the Three of Swords, the incredible bleed of the heart, the mind control, the mind programming, the onslaught of mental downloads and upheavals, the bleed of the brain through the heart, communication, ambition, something happening quickly. We've got the devil, we've got the moon, we've got the world. Well, we might as well stop here. In a nutshell, things are not looking so good. So, with the major world, the moon, the devil, and the death, it is serious. Clearly showing us something's been staged, evil intention. Moon is shady, shadowy, hidden secrets of a woman that had to come out and appear like a rainbow. But the truth is, it is not real. It's a death. It's an ending. So what do you wish to share with us? I just saw the Tower as the deck broke in half and fell off. So Catherine, you are here in spirit. Strength, it takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage to be in your world, to shine as if nothing is wrong, to keep going, to keep flowing, to keep glowing. To be fully cloaked and clothed, yet we are so nude and so naked. Pretentious energy from one extremity of being in the wilderness, in the unknown, having to go out there and pretend that we are glamorous, that life is how we view it to be, just perfect. And that is how I was viewed at the event this past weekend. The Tower. I did say that it made an appearance already. She's asking me to look at the bottom. Interesting. The 4 and the 8. Our vibration of 22 becomes a 4 in an 8 year. The Tower's coming down. A lot is changing. A lot will change. For those that are in denial, that are unsure, that believe everything out there, will have their Tower moments, their shock. It is coming. We keep saying, I keep saying, when I come through, prepare yourselves, it is coming. So show us more. I was not pleased with the appearances that were made. The one that impersonates me, but to include my family. It is devastating to my heart. It is almost as if my chest is tightening. I cannot breathe. The air is little. Taken out to create the fortune, the impression, the image for the system. But the wheel of fortune with the tower is no truth of what was seen. 3 of coins, the 3 of us, so to speak, the impersonator, and my family, where I was glorified, yet so denied. The 3 of swords next to the 3 of coins, a deliberate intent. A deliberate intent contrived and strategized, plotted and planned. Yet very few are aware of the pain. For another's gain. The Hermit, that's a number 9, and she speaks of the 3 times 3 gives you 9. The system has brought me out and put me through this. It has not hurt me in the sense that I feel pain, but it is painful to see what is continuing and how it's being done and how it's gone on. I have what is falling out, the 8 of Wands. This 8 year, as you are aware that we speak often through this channel, through the one that I express through, a lot is changing. You better have the strength to deal with what is coming. For not only from where I lived, but from the world. Because what is happening and what has happened is happening everywhere. And if my example has not shifted the consciousness of your mind, your hearts, then how will you cope with all that is going to come? Judgment. The day of that event was 14. That particular energy, as you already know from the previous messages, was a day of judgment. 20. Nothing is coincidental. Nothing happens for the sake of boredom. It is all destiny through free will and fated through a soul contract. In this case, it was judged and I was judged. The energy was judged in many ways for truth and untruth. Those that believe it to be true, it will be their truth, and those that do not will know it is untruth. And this is where your discernment is needed. Can you tell us, please, Catherine, Spirit, what can we expect with the Tower? What is taking place that will shock us? Right, so what is taking place? We have the Queen of Swords. At the bottom, we have the Queen of Cups. This is Diana. Truth. Prepare yourselves for truth. Diana's energy. It's all about all of that too. Will you have the stomach to understand and accept what is happening? Will you be able to take it in? How is it that the world is continuing to go on with eyes closed? Deception is under your nose. Prepare yourselves for the unrest of the mind, the heart, and your nations. I have been long gone. This does not exist anymore. 4, 22, 4. My home is in another dimension. I participate from another dimension. The moon. The one that is connected to the moon was part of my earthly family. So what advice can you give us? How can you help us? What do we need to do that we've not yet done? Ambition. Continue persist, persevere, light your fire, take the action, do not give up. Keep knocking, keep pushing, keep banging, keep making a noise. You are not to give up. We need you. Water energy. This is George. George is on the cusp. I think it's the cusp of Cancer and Leo, but this is George. All right, so interesting. It sits like this, right, with the family. That's William, and that's the next heir. So this is the future, William's the next heir, and of course this is the future heir, her son George. Right, this was, she's talking about his birthday coming. I think that's what that reference is. Yes, she says it's George. It is George. Okay, well, she confirms with another page, right, that it's George. Okay, this is what she's saying. Interesting. We don't have a 2-2, but she's saying 2 pages. So that's 1-2, as in 2-2. It's 2 of each. Or representing page, as in 1. Energy of cups and wands becoming 2. And the 2 representations as in 2-2 to become the 22. Showing us the to build up the numeracy for George's number 22. Very, very random, and what is here? The full energy. So he's starting a new year, a new birthday. It's a new cycle for him. So something about George. And what I'm feeling with this particular card is when I look at the markings, it feels like some kind of initiation or maturing, or he's going to be wearing an outfit of importance or dressed up in something that's going to stand out, to represent something. But he looks very sad. He's sad. There's a glum look on his face. The energy is sad. There's another page. So this is important. This is George. There's another page. There's 3 pages here. This is pertaining to George, and he's going to go through something. We don't yet see it, and he doesn't see it coming. I'm not sure why the Queen of Wands is here. The markings. The markings. There's a marking. It relates to her. There's something that will remind or connect George to her. See? I don't know if there's something she's given him that will come out on his birthday or remind him, or that he'll be connected to. She's not saying it clearly, but there's a connection to all these pages in the different. You've got cups, which is emotions. He's sad. He's going to have to take action with something, and a decision will have to be made. And all of these impressions or illustrations are not happy, but it is marked. It has to do with her, right? And we've got the Two of Swords. So he is not going to see something coming. And he's going to be battle with it or struggle with it. It's not going to be an easy road for George to deal with something. As much as it is her birthday, his birthday, apologies, but it's like her birthday. Why do you say your birthday? It's got something to do with the day of birth. Well, he is the firstborn. It's very maternal. She's not being very clear, but I don't get a good feeling with this, though. I don't get a good feeling with it. It feels like a shock, some kind of something that's going to happen or come into being, or George is going to find something, or I'm not sure, but it's relating to him, different aspects of him. And with the swords, the Page of Swords, it is mental, right? It's mental. And he has to, you see, he's dressed up. There's something that he's dressing up for. There's something he's got to be well composed for. Do you want to tell us more? The Fool, the zero, is like a reset for George. As much as he's going through a new a natal cycle, right, birth cycle, a brand new personal year, a birth year, but it's like a reset energy for him. He starts from zero, or he starts new, or on a different energy frequency. Something is changing for George. Big. Can you give us more, please? King of Cups. And look what's at the bottom, another page. And all these pages are depressed. All 4 pages are here, down. And what is peeping is justice. And that I didn't think, but just dropped it, and it falls on top of the page, the King of Cups. Well, she's not prepared to tell us more about it, because it is coming as a surprise or shock. It's carrying a very different energy. Well, it's part of his birthday. It's part of, I'm not sure if it's a ceremony and an initiation, but George is not looking happy. He's not going to be thrilled about it. His birthday will always be a reminder that she brought him into the world. That's for sure. She says he will be reminded of her on his birthday as not just not being there physically, but the fact that he came into the world. He was brought into the world. She says, please, let's leave it here. Thank you, Catherine. We shall speak again. Thank you. Family of light. There's so much going on that we do not know of. And every reading I do with Catherine takes me on a totally different energetic plane. That the pain that I feel through her, that she's trying to express, wears me thin. And I sometimes sit and wonder, do I really want to go through this? Do I really want to do this? But she depends on the messages coming through. And she is hoping inside of herself, in her higher self, that people will wake up as quick as they should and see the untruth that is being placed in front of them. It is not as it seems. The Nine of Coins is saying that is what people expect and what they accept, and that is what is being done. But the tower next to it is showing sudden changes, unexpected changes. Things are changing. There is sadness coming through. There is upheavals coming through. And it's all connected with similarities. If you are new, thank you. If you desire to stay as part of the family, welcome and thank you. Please visit previous messages on the Divine Channeling playlist and Royal Channeling playlist, where we have participated in many different visualizations to manifest change, to clear dark energies, entities, to provide protection and healing on the children, over the earth. And your participation is valued and will always be gratified and treasured. And with that, I love you. I bless you. And I thank you. Until next.